Hello everyone, I am your host Ayushi Kara Sethia and welcome back to our channel Pabbly. In this video we are going to learn how you can assign issues in Jira on Google Form submissions automatically. So let's take an example that you are a manager of a company and you are assigning the task to your team members. Now your technical team members are using Jira software. So to assign the task, you need to log into your Jira software every time. You need to create a new issue and you need to assign to them. This will be a time consuming and a tiresome process. So to simplify this process, you have created a Google form so that whenever you fill in the details in your Google form related to the issue, automatically using those details, a new issue will get created into your Jira software and it will be assigned to your specific team members. So the idea here is that whenever a new response is received in your Google Forms, automatically using the details of the response, a new issue should be created into your Jira software. For this, we need to create a connection between your Google Forms and Jira software. And in order to create a connection, we are going to use a software application named Pabbly Connect. So basically, Pabbly Connect is an automation and integration software which will help us in integrating Google Forms with Jira automatically. The best part here is it doesn't require any coding skills or programming knowledge. Even a non-technical person can use this software application very easily. So let us learn the integration process now on my screen. Welcome back to my screen. Here let us type Pabbly, pabbly.com in our browser. This is the website of Pabbly. Here we have to come to products and click on Pabbly Connect. This is the landing page of Pabbly Connect. As you are the first time user, you have to click on sign up for free option and you can create your own account in just 2 minutes. And you are going to get 100 tasks free every month. As I already have an account with Pabbly Connect, I'll simply click on sign in. In the all apps section, come to Pabbly Connect and click on access now. This is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Here we have to create a workflow. For that, come to this plus sign and click on Create Workflow. Now here we have to give a name to the workflow. So let us give it as Google Forms to Jira Integration. Here you can give the workflow name as per your requirement and simply click on Create. Now we can see a trigger window and an action window. So Pabbly Connect works on the concept of trigger and action. Trigger means when this happens, action means do this. So in this use case, we want to assign issues in Jira and through the Google Forms submission. So open this trigger window and choose the application name as Google Forms. Select the trigger event as new response received. Now we can see a webhook URL and some instructions. So let us read the instructions. Google Form responses are collected in Google Sheets. So follow the below steps in order to get the new response. Go to the form on which you want to take the submission and make the last question as required for the trigger. Okay. So I'll just copy this webhook URL from here and I'll take you to the Google form which I have already created named Pabbly Connect Integration. Assign tasks to your team members using form submission. Okay. So here I have taken the fields that is for the task summary, task description and it should be assigned to, here we have to select the assignee. Okay. So these 3 fields I have taken. If you want to add some more fields to the form by clicking on this plus sign, you can add it to the form as per your requirement. Now here we have to make this last question as required over here because without this field trigger is not going to run. Okay. So we have made it required over here. Just activate this button. Now we want to create an integration between Google Forms and Pabbly Connect. For that, we have to fill up the details by clicking on this I button, that is preview. And here we have to give the task summary as Tumblr issue. Let us give the description as Tumblr trigger. New post in my blog not capturing the response. Okay, so we have entered the description over here that Tumblr trigger, new post in my blog, not capturing the response. And now I want this task to be assigned to Ashmita Mandal. Okay, and let's click on submit. Your response has been recorded. So the form has been filled. Now let us move back to our Google Forms. And here in the responses tab, we have got one response. Okay, and this response is for Tumblr issue. So now we want this response to get captured in Google Sheet, because Google Form responses are captured in Google Sheet. For that, click on this three dots and click on Select Response Destination option. Here it is asking create a new spreadsheet, or you want to select the existing spreadsheet. So I want to create a new spreadsheet, so I am selecting this option, and the spreadsheet name would be Pabbly Connect Integration Responses. If you want to change the name, you can just change it over here. And let's click on Create. Linking to spreadsheet, and the spreadsheet is linked. Okay, now we have to just click on this green sign, View Responses in Sheet. Okay, and here we can see the response is captured in the Google Sheet. This is the timestamp, created date and time. Here we have got the task summary as Tumblr issue. Here we have got the task description, and here we can see the assignee name as Ashmita Mandal. So we want to create an integration between this Google Sheet and Pabbly Connect, so that whenever the data is captured in Google Sheet, automatically Pabbly Connect can get the response. For that, we have to move to the extensions option and click on add-ons and click on get add-ons. Now it will take us to Google Workspace Marketplace. Okay, now here we have to search for Pabbly Connect Webhooks. So you have to install Pabbly Connect Webhooks on your system. As you can see, that is already installed on my system. I'll just close this window, and after installing Pabbly Connect Webhooks on your system, you have to refresh your Google Sheet. I repeat, after installing Pabbly Connect Webhooks on your system, you have to refresh your Google Sheet. So as I am logged in from multiple accounts, I am just going to open this Google Sheet in the incognito mode. Okay. So let's open the incognito mode, and I'll just enter the details over here of my Google Sheet, the URL. Okay, so now we have to move to extensions, and this time we have to come to Pabbly Connect Webhooks option over here. Okay, and click on Initial Setup. And here we have to paste the webhook URL which we have copied from Pabbly Connect. Now it is asking for the trigger column. So the trigger column will be your final data column, on which if the data is added, the whole of that row data will be sent to the webhook URL. So here you can see that I have the data from column A till column D. So I want the data to be captured till column D. Say if you have the data till column H and you want the data to be captured till column H, then your trigger column will be column H over here. Okay. Now let's click on Send Test. Test data sent successfully, and let's click on Submit. Okay. Now again we have to come to Extensions, Pabbly Connect Webhooks, and this time we have to click on Send on Event option. So why we are selecting this option? Just because next time whenever the response is captured in this particular Google Sheet, automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. We don't have to link the data again and again. So make sure you have a tick mark on the Send on Event option. Okay. And even I would suggest you to open your Google Sheet in the incognito mode to avoid the errors. Okay. Now let's move back to Pabbly Connect. Okay, let's scroll down, and here we can see the responses received and all the details of the form submission are captured over here. Task summary as Tumblr issue. Here we can find the task description, and here we can find that it is assigned to Ashmita Mandal, and here we have got the email ID of Ashmita also. Here we have got the spreadsheet name as Pabbly Connect Integration Responses, and here we have got the sheet name also. Okay. Now here we can see that the assignee name and the assignee Gmail address is captured all together. But to assign a task, we need only the email address of the assignee. For that, let's scroll down, come to this action step, and here let us choose the application name as text formatter. Let us select the action event as split text. Click on connect. The text formatter is connected now. Here we need to map the text that needs to be splitted. So we want the assignee name to get splitted over here, the name and the email address. So we have to map this assigned to over here. Okay. So let us map the assignee from Google Forms responses. Here we have to give the separator. So I want this dash to be the separator. So I'm giving the dash over here, and we have to select the segment index. So I want the email address to get captured. So I'll be selecting the segment index as last over here. So the last data will be captured, and let's click on Save and Send Test Request. And here in the result, we have got the assignee email address. Now, we need to create an issue in Jira. But for creating an issue in Jira, we need the assignee ID. So, to get the assignee ID, we have to just come to this action step, click on this plus sign. We have to select the application name as Jira software. Let us select the action event as search user. Click on connect. Click on add new connection and click on connect with Jira software. Now, as I am already logged into my Jira account, it is asking Pabbly Connect is requesting access to your Atlassian account. So, let's scroll down and let's click on accept and give it the permissions over here. Authorization successful. Okay, and now the Jira software is connected to Pabbly Connect. Now here it has automatically captured the base URL. So you can get the base URL from your Jira account. Okay. So here from the URL, you can just copy this base URL and you can just paste it over here in Pabbly Connect. Okay. So as we have given up the login details, the base URL is automatically captured. Now here we have to give the name or the email address. So let us map it from text formatter, that is Ashi Rai. Okay, so the ID of this particular assignee will be captured over here. And now let's click on save and send test request. Okay, and here we can see the response is received, and in the response here we have got the account ID. So this is the assignee ID. Okay, so now we are going to create an issue in our Jira software. So let's scroll down, click on this plus sign add action step. Choose the application name as Jira software once again. Select the action event as create issue. Click on connect. Now as we have recently created a connection, I'll just choose this option, that is select existing connection, and I'll click on save. Okay, and now the Jira software account is connected to Pabbly Connect. The base URL is automatically captured. Here we have to select the project name. So I'll take you to my Jira software account, and here you can see that I have created so many projects over here. Okay, and all the projects names are captured over here in Pabbly Connect also. So now I want to create a new issue in my Pabbly Connect integrations project over here. So I have to select the same project name over here in Pabbly Connect also. That is Pabbly Connect integrations. Let us find the same. Okay. Now here we have to select the issue type as improvement, task, subtask. So you can select it as per your requirement. I am just selecting it as a task. Here we have to map the summary. So I have to map it from Google Forms because we have received it from the response. So this is the task summary Tumblr issue. Here we have to map the description. So let us map it from Google Forms, and this was the task description. Here we have to select the priority as highest, high, medium. You can select it as per your requirement. I am selecting it as a high priority task or a high priority issue. If you want to mention some labels, you can just specify it over here. And here we have to give the assignee ID. So we have to just enable this mapping button. We have to remove this data, and we have to map the data, the assignee ID from our Jira software from the third step. Okay. And here we have got the account ID. So the task will be assigned to this particular account ID or the assignee ID. Okay, and now let's click on save and send test request. Okay, and here we can see the response is received. It means a new issue is created in our Jira software. Let's check it. And we have to just refresh it. Okay, and here we can see a new issue created named Tumblr issue. Let's open it. Okay, and here we have got the title as Tumblr issue. Here we have got the description. And this task is assigned to Ashmita Mandal over here. And the priority is high. So in this way, we can see that a correct issue is created in our Jira software and our integration is working fine. Let's move back to Pabbly Connect and let us save this workflow first. Data saved successfully. Okay. Now, as we have created an automation between Google Forms and Jira software, next time whenever you're going to fill your Google form, automatically using the details of the form submission, a new issue will get created into your Jira software account. So let us check this in the real time that whether our integration is actually working fine or not. For that, I'll just move to my form, that is Google Form once again, And I'll open the form in a new tab so that we can fill in the details once again. So let's open the form by clicking on this I button. And let us fill in the details. Task summary as Telegram issue. Let us give the task description as Telegram action. Send a video. It's not working fine. It's not working properly. Okay, so we have entered the description, and this time I want the assignee to be Ashi Rai. Okay, and let's click on submit. Your response has been recorded, so the form has been filled. Now we have to check our Jira software that whether a new issue is created or not. Okay, let's move back to our project. Okay, we have to refresh it. And here we have got a new issue created named Telegram issue. And here we can find its description as Telegram action. Send a video is not working properly. And this time the assignee is Ashi Rai and the priority is a high priority issue. And in this way our integration is perfectly working fine. So let's move back to Pabbly Connect, and I'll just minimize all these windows and let us see in a nutshell whatever we have done till now. Okay, I'll just minimize this action steps as well as the trigger window also. So first we have created an integration between Google Forms and Pabbly Connect. Then Pabbly Connect has captured all the issue details whenever a new Google form was filled from the form submission. Then we have used the text formatter just because we have got the assignee name and assignee email address all together in the response. So we have extracted the assignee email address. Then we have searched the assignee email address just because for creating a new issue in Jira software, the assignee ID was required. So we have extracted the assignee ID using the email address, and at last using all these details, automatically a new issue was created into a Jira software. And in this way, we have created a successful integration between Google Forms and Jira software using Pabbly Connect. So not just these software applications, you can integrate a ton of applications and automate your business using Pabbly Connect. In case of any queries, you can visit our Pabbly forum. To check the pricing details of Pabbly Connect, you can visit this particular URL. Also, the link of Pabbly Connect and this workflow is available in the description box. You can clone the same workflow into your account directly. If you really like this video, please comment, share and subscribe. Thank you everyone.